Well, the Oscars say gay, gay, and more gay. And LGBTQ plus, there is a place for us. Watch this.
Well, we're going to have a great night tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're going to have a gay night.
It's the joke heard around the world, isn't it? Well, the Oscars started off with all the gayness we need in the world right now. As the co-host, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall ended their opening speech, Sykes said, quote, "We're going to have a great night tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're going to have a gay night," end quote. After that, all three of them chanted in, gay, 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 get it? Gay, end quote. When Ariana DeBose won the award for Best Supporting Actress, she said, quote, "You see a queer and openly queer woman of color, an afro-Latina who found her strength in life through arts. So to anybody who has ever questioned your identity or you find yourself living in the gray spaces, there is indeed a place for us," end quote. In perhaps the most shocking moment in Oscars history, comedian Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith and Jada. Smith then walked onto the stage live and slapped Chris Rock. ABC was in a 7-second delay, so you did not hear the exchange live. However, Japan and Australia was live and caught every word of the exchange. 30 minutes later, Smith wins Best Actor Oscar for King Richard and cries through the acceptance speech and ultimately apologizes, but not to Chris Rock. At the time of this broadcast, Rock has not filed charges against Will Smith.
So everybody knows what he said, right? When they went off, he said, keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth.
Yeah. Right. Twice. He said it.
Twice he said it.
As if he said not everybody heard it the first time.
Yeah.
Well, nobody in America heard it the first time. We had to watch it in Australia or Australia.
Well, I was on Twitter immediately. As soon as it went down, I was like on Twitter
I bet
instantly.
it wasn't 2 minutes.
Not even.
Not even.
People started posting about it. Yeah.
I mean, as soon as it was happening, it was like, Twitter. I mean,
So did you guys think it was a prank initially?
I did. That's why I went to, I knew a site that was broadcasting in Japan, and I went to it immediately because I thought, wow, this is a fantastic joke that everybody's going to be talking about. And I went to Japan and realized, oh no, this
not
is
a joke.
I first thought, wow, Taylor Swift and Kanye West look so different now.
As soon as, no, I didn't think it was a joke within the first couple of seconds, because as soon as it went into first silent delay and then it glitched, like the screen froze, and I'm like, no, this is actually,
from a production standpoint, you would know that.
I was able to, yeah.
You know, the reason I didn't come to that conclusion is this is so outrageous, it could not be real. It was beyond reality. This is a joke. We just don't understand the depths of why they're doing it or whatever, but you could never imagine somebody who is principally the odds-on favorite to win the Academy Award for Best Actor walking onto stage and doing this.
I was shocked that he was not taken out of the theater, at least the venue space, the theater space. I mean, if the favorite nominee for visual effects editing had walked up and slapped a presenter, they would have been escorted out of the building.
By the police.
By the police right away. But he went back and sat down. And here's the thing, though. The joke isn't funny. Jada Pinkett Smith has been very open with her alopecia fight for a long time. And what makes it even worse coming from Chris Rock is a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago now, he did a documentary called Good Hair, which explored women's and black hair and what makes it special, what makes it black women a target. I mean, it was a really good documentary.
To anybody that it's a bad joke? Who cares?
Well,
no, it was a bad joke, but I mean, again, now comedians are threatened. Can you really say anything? Supposedly people are saying that this derives from 2016 when Chris Rock had said other things about Jada Pinkett, and also said, that he should return the $20 million he had gotten for Wild Wild West. All these things that were pretty legit. But I mean, he really held on to a grudge for 6 years. Is that?
Does it bother anybody of all of the comparisons today of Putin and Ukraine, that Will Smith is the embodiment of Putin and Chris Rock is Ukraine, of somebody crossing a line and just basically invading your space?
Well,
there's lots of memes about
it
that.
just reeks of insecurity. I mean, beyond toxic masculinity, which is clearly on display.
Yeah.
I mean, it reeks to me of insecurity, like that I would have to do this to make such a bold statement so publicly.
But you're talking about being Serena and Venus's dad, who is like, looks like, you know, a wonderful man who.
Joke about
exactly,
it.
which it was very confusing to many of us, you know. And again, this is a rapper.
You haven't seen the movie.
This no.
Oh,
this is
he makes that joke. That's the thing. The father
that he's
is
supposed to be
so,
a very
a
very intense person. Yes,
crazy,
I get that. Like many managers in sports and what they push their children to do, I get it. Still doesn't make it okay. You know, Will Smith is that rapper who doesn't curse. He's that rapper that is watched on TV in Bel Air, you know, in white homes. He is that black person, you know, that is just like all of you. Everybody loves him. Welcome to Miami. Miami is freaking built on that stupid song. Is
it offensive to you or any of us that the largely white room completely embraced him even after that too? Look, there was no rejection.
It's so many different lines, Al, because like I posted today, I don't condone violence, but if you come at my wife, then you see a different what? I am a super sweet person, don't mess with my wife. But that was what happened.
But would you handle that in a different way, in a more civil way, in a more
not an Oscar ceremony where you're about to be the trailblazer black man that wins this incredible award, and then you made it ugly by doing that beforehand.
I have watched every single frame of this video multiple times today. This is like the wrong envelope incident said, here, hold my joke.
Right.
But if you watch it really closely, when the joke was made, and it was clearly scripted because they had a cutaway ready to go, Will Smith was kind of trying to laugh it off.
It's not until his wife, you watch her face.
And she rolled her eyes, and he saw it, and then he went for it. But he had 30 seconds before getting to Chris Rock that he could have changed his mind. Okay.
I'm going to push. I'm going to push this on to a next story. But the one thing that I ask all of y'all, this is accomplished in a negative way. Exactly what shouldn't be happening. Historic deaf actor. For Best Supporting Actor, Coda winning Best Film. All of the embracements, both at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show for LGBTQ community, but nobody's talking about any of that. They're talking about this.
I think as you say that too, it's just so important as we, you know, to allow black women voices, especially to take the lead in this discussion and hear, you know, so we could learn from this experience as a, you know, that is, as we all kind of think about where we fit into this. At the end of the day, you know, this is a conversation that largely should be, that is what we stand to learn from black women perspectives especially.
Well, and also, you know, when you think of both of these people, you would think that Chris Rock would be the bully. You would, you know, and I'm sorry for saying that. And then he wasn't. Look, Jaden, right, their son, tweeted right after, and that's how we do it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Okay, that's, I don't see that as okay. I don't see that as okay.
Can we go back to Ariana DeBose?
Oh my God, what an incredible speech. I almost forgot, but like Al was saying, this overshadowed all of that. We automatically forgot that this incredible queer afro-Latina woman won this incredible award in a beautiful dress.
There's so much talked about today that the winner of Best Actress will not approach Will Smith as she was walking up. Normally, she walked right by him. She did not acknowledge. He was going crazy for her. She didn't acknowledge him. And then she's on the stage talking about for the LGBTQ community and the mental health challenge and the Trevor Project support and mental health. And it was a beautiful moment that she did not have to do of watching what's going on in our world, and talks about that specifically, all completely overshadowed by Will Smith. Completely.
It's not the last that we're going to hear about this. More is going to come out.
For sure.
I mean, and the real crime here is that we haven't even discussed Timothée Chalamet's shirtless tuxedo.
Oh my God. Or Kristen Stewart's no pants. Thank you, Mama.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT